We're live. Hahaha. They weren't expecting a double jump scare. It was secret surprise. Live stream. I am a G. Or am I? You'll never know. How's that? Cool. Nice. And we are here. Ha 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 ha. I am a G. Where am I? Not really. Oh. And yes, it's probably a bad idea right now. Wait. Votes. Votes. Was will be one view. Let's go. Already clicked. Find. Yes. Is. Yeah. Very. Yeah, that's right there. Lovely. Uh, could add some storage down. I think the double chests. Or right, I think we're gonna make a cube dirt. Yeah, cube. Right. Who is it? So yeah, there's 21. Should probably got it. Yeah, I'm gonna find a good place to make the giant dirt. Dirt cube. I'm thinking. Cube. Dirt cube. It's dirt. He calls it madness. I call it a dirt cube. The dude, darn. There to get a correct pass. Within route to dirt. Yeah, I think first thing would be fine. Dirt. To-do list. Paddle. Paddle. Time. Hydrate gassed. Time. What? Let's see. This too. Lava. Back up. Caves around here. Because that's not going to get anywhere. That's all okay. I need to get a book. Let's find the cave. Okay, I can probably look through it. Okay, right here. Okay, that did not help. Okay. So why do we need dirt cube? And it's dirt. Cube. Cube. Dirt cube. It works. Or it doesn't, because I saw lava pools there, so I just gotta get some iron for it. Let's see the lava pool. I need a bucket. UCK. Lava pools, dirt, heat. What I find still leads me to needing to find a cave. Wait a sec. Darn it. Okay. No for the dirt cube. Dirt cube. It's scorned by the cave. I can. I shall exploit the minimap for the dirt cube. We have made it into a cave. Now we must find some iron. That's cool. There's some iron, but it's full of iron. That's cool. Full. Oh, iron. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Cool bean. Might have had to exploit the mini-map, but we have the iron for the dirt cube. More iron. Get that. Yeah, it's quite a dirt cube. And for that, you shall be printed. Let's find our essential. The creepers aid in the search. My quest for dirt cube. I am on a quest for a dirt cube. Would like to join me? Yeah, I'm playing Minecraft right now. Basically just trying to get some stuff to make a giant cube. I picked a random objective, and it was the first thing that came to mind. I was gonna do a little like, you know, like, give me one Legos, one block of dirt, but now I just want to make a giant cube, so I don't need that. So do you want to join? Or could you just like join the call? I mean, like, do you have time right now? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll put you on my computer, and then just chat about it. Okay, 1 second. I shall add you to... You want your voice to be on stream, or just want to have you talking to... Or do you want to be crazy? Oh, cool. Hello, can you hear me? Gasp, I've gone deaf.
Oh no.
Oh, you're back. Okay, cool. I'm gonna add your... I gotta change the output to my headphones instead of the speaker for fast. Voice. What's a VoIP? Voice and video. Oh yeah, VoIP and video. VoIP. Yeah. You want me to add your audio to the stream, or just want to be the voice in my head? I'm gonna add the audio to the stream so that I'm not sounding crazy. After runes, indeed, we all go mad. Holy cow! It sounds really crazy without you speaking to me. Someone talking to themselves, going, "We all go mad." That put me in a room. I think audio output. Oh, application audio cap. Discord. Let's see. Okay, can you say something?
Hi.
Oh, let's go. It's on there. Boom. Okay.
Yay, you did it.
Yeah. And I just said it to not distort the thing. And now I will not sound crazy. You want me to send you the link to the stream so I can watch what I'm doing? Or rather, me recount the tale of my epic storytelling adventure skills.
I mean, I guess I'll pop in if you
I'll copy and paste.
send me the link.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. But yeah, I was talking to Samzy, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna stream for a little bit today because it actually took my ADHD medicine with a Red Bull. And then Samzy was like, yeah, it's not a surprise stream if you announce it beforehand. So I did another one, and it's a quest for the Dirt Cube.
Yes, DIRTCUBE. We love DIRTCUBE.
There... Copy. Here you are.
I don't know. It's somewhere.
Boom. I'm a G. Oh.
Yay, good job.
Copy and paste. I'm gonna close out Firefox so I do not eat up more RAM than I have to.
What did Firefox do to get closed?
I accidentally clicked open on it. Okay, I'm gonna click on find the window for chat. Okay, here it is. Boom. But yeah, I sent you the link.
Yeah, I'm on it right now.
Let's go. How far behind am I on it?
Like a whole second.
That's decent. That's pretty good. And how's the resolution? Can you set it to 1080p?
It's good.
Okay, that's good.
But I just hear everything we say twice.
Oh, yeah. You can probably mute the, stream.
Yeah, I could.
And then just...
But why would I want that?
Yeah, you know. I mean, we like a versus so much you gotta hear him twice, right?
Exactly. I'm so
Maybe
genius. I
shame
gotta
not
hear
to.
it all twice.
Exactly. You gotta share your knowledge more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did mute it now, though. I decided to mute it.
Oh, that's a forest fire.
Ruh-roh.
Raggy.
Only,
Forest fire.
Smokey the Bear was right. Only you can prevent them. You did not prevent them.
Yeah, my bad.
Smokey the Bear's disappointed in you.
How shameful of me. I should have done better.
Yes. You disappointed the Holy Bear. How dare you?
Fine, holy bar.
Yeah, you know, like how the Catholic Church has saints. We have, you know, Smokey the Bear, and then we have Yogi Bear,
Indeed.
and then we have Boo Boo, you know, the tiny bear and Yogi Bear. Yeah, Yogi and Boo Boo. Is that his name, Boo Boo?
I think...
Yeah, because he's like, hey, Boo Boo, I'm smarter than the average bear.
Yeah. I think I've seen like one episode of that.
You've never watched Yogi Bear?
I've seen like one or two, but like I haven't seen all that much.
Have you ever watched the movies?
No, I don't believe I have. Shamefully.
Aww.
I almost walked into the fire. Huh.
That's definitely not preventing forest fires.
Yeah, maybe I should make some armor.
Maybe. I don't know. That's your life decision.
It would suck to end this world because I neglected to be protected.
Yeah, that would be a real calibummer.
Indeed. Yeah, I'm probably gonna upload a time lapse of me basically platining the island.
Play.
Oh, if you watch my second to last stream, video 3, you can see me break and catch the island on, catch the forest on fire. I made sure nothing else burned down. It's just a bit of the forest.
Just a little. Oh, what is that called? It's called a controlled burn. Yeah, controlled burn.
I call it arson. You know.
Well, they do that IRL. They'll burn down certain areas of the forest to like give it new life.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then I think it's called controlled burning.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not, like, I wasn't sure if that was the terminology for it. I was like, because I don't remember.
Yeah.
My hair is getting so long. I just feel like sharing that.
That's
I
good.
really, what I really need to do is trim my edges, but I don't have any, like, hair scissors to trim them with, but my edges are getting wacky. Which you don't know anything about because you're a white person, but my edges are my edges are whack.
Same. I mean, like, probably not the same level as your hair, but
Yeah.
my hair does not behave.
Well, do you use any styling cream?
I use a spray bottle.
Like just with water in it?
Yeah, just water.
Well,
I treat it like a dog. Bad hair, bad. Get down.
I mean, that's what I also do with my hair. But see, there's you gotta, if you don't want your hair to get like all wild and stuff, you gotta use some kind of product in it. Me personally, I use a light hold mousse. I use a 1-hold mousse. It's a level 1-hold mousse. Wait, no, maybe it's a 2. But it's a light hold for curly hair. I really like the Aussies brand.
Yeah.
But you know, if you don't want your hair to get all crazy, you gotta put a little product in it.
Indeed. Right. But yeah, I just don't really think about it. You know how my hair is kind of like, my scalp has just been like flaky for like the past almost year.
Oh, kinda bummer.
Yeah, my mom probably noticed it, and like, yeah, your hair's kind of flaky. I like, your scalp's kind of flaky. I'm like, I've been trying to tell you that for the past year. Like, oh, okay, I guess I'll get you some like stinky product to make your scalp not so flaky. Like, okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Me personally, my scalp, it doesn't get too flaky, but what I do is I only wash my hair like once or twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just because super curly hair doesn't get greasy as much.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, me personally, I don't wash my hair super often, and then I use a dandruff comb. You know what those are?
Not exactly.
You know, they're like combs that are made to help get the dandruff off your scalp.
I guess
It's
you know,
literally
super fine.
Well, no, it's not like super fine. It has like indents inside it. So as you brush over it, it like picks up the dandruff, and then you clean the comb. You have to clean the inside of the comb because it like sucks the dandruff into it, basically.
Is it like so I'm guessing, do the two combs have like little things coming up the side of them?
I don't know how to explain it. But dandruff combs, you'll just have to look it up because I don't know how to explain it. But dandruff combs are really good for flaky scalps. I have one, and I really like it. It works really good.
Yeah.
And then also another thing I do is sometimes I just leave my conditioner just soak in my hair for like a really long time. Like, I have shower caps for days that I don't want my hair to get wet while I shower, you know?
Yeah.
And basically, I'll just dampen my hair, and then I'll put conditioner in it, and then I'll leave that conditioner to sit for, like, a really long time.
Yeah, there's
And
it's like on the instructions, like, let's sit for like a few minutes or something like that.
yeah, but it works really, really good for my hair. My hair just feels so smooth afterwards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it feels happy. My hair is happy after I do that, so that's really good. And it really, I find that it helps. Bubba, stop licking the windowsill. Stop.
He is a genius.
Yes, he is. But I find that really helps. And then any kind of hair product that I use, I make sure it has some kind of like leave-in conditioner product aspect to it. Like my mousse, it has it's moisturizing mousse, and it's a very light hold. Because I don't like hard hold stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a hard hold product, but that's really only for my bangs. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
It's actually a really good styling gel. I really like the Aussies brand, but they are a little expensive. They can tend to be a little expensive, like $5 a pop. To be exact, like
My hairbrush was $5.
the general. Yeah, I mean, okay, look, over here in my house, it's expensive because I got the single mama, you know.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, you're right, $5. It's not really, honestly, it's not that bad. But when you equate also $100 on groceries and this and that, and a single budget household. Also, my family just loves giving me crap for it. Because they're like, oh, you gotta have your fancy products. Obviously, it's all just a joke.
Yeah.
But yeah. But honestly, they're pretty affordable. And like I said, it typically runs for around like $4 to $5 a pop. And it's just like the product, if you use it right, it'll last you a good while. So it's good.
That's good.
It's my favorite brand.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you have to worry about a dry scalp, I don't know if like oiling your scalp would be good for your hair type, because I don't really know. Do you know what hair type you have? Because I know you have like some curls, some waves to your hair.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Like,
Yeah.
they say it's more curly than wavy.
Yeah.
Especially like the longer I grow it out, the more curly it gets.
Yeah, because, I mean, with curly hair, the longer it gets, the more you really gotta worry about caring for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know, it gets weighed down and stuff. It's very important to care for all hair types, but curly hair definitely needs some extra love. But one thing that I do, because my scalp, it does have a tendency to get a little dry sometimes, is you oil your scalp. Like, you put some, like, me personally, I use just some hair oil from the Aussies brand, but but hair oil, it's good for your, you know, you put it on your scalp and you really just, you massage it in, you make sure it directly goes on the scalp, and it can, you know, it helps keep it from getting dry and flaky.
Yeah. Honestly, I've still used hair oil before, but I honestly don't really have access to hair oil all that much. I don't really feel like raiding my mom's restroom because I don't want to have to. I just don't really like the idea of having to go get some hair oil each time, like I, you know, take a shower, brush my hair, or anything like that.
Oh. Well, I mean, why don't you just get your own? Like, your own bottle?
I could. We'll
Yeah.
just put another
I
bottle.
mean, yeah. I mean, but basically how I do my hair oil is just, if it's a wash day, I'll wash, you know, make sure I condition it. And then just, I brush my hair, then I have to section my hair. And then I go through each individual section and just make sure I get my scalp real nice and good. And then I will lather my hands with it, and then I'll just run the top of my hands through the top of my hair right at the scalp, and then I just really massage it into my scalp. Honestly though, it's just really, it's very nice, very good for your hair.
Yeah, that sounds relaxing.
Yeah, I like to use products with either coconut oil or jojoba oil in it, or, you know, that like oil that a lot of hair products have?
Yeah.
That starts with J, like jojoba or something. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's what I like to use in my hair. And like I said, I cannot stress it enough, almost all the hair products I use are Aussies brand, except for my shampoo. I use a different brand for my shampoo, because I don't like the Aussie shampoo as much as I like this other brand of shampoo.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it. There's some brands for others and like that.
Yeah.
This is not like a.
But like, yeah.
I got it.
But for all my styling needs, I use Aussies. So you might want to look into it, because like with styling products, they last you a good while because you don't have to use a whole bunch of it to get a good hold, you know?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if you wanted, I could, I don't know, help you style your hair, because, I mean, I know the rest of your family, they mostly have, like, straight kind of hair, or short hair.
Yeah. It's
But
yeah, I mostly got their curly hair from my dad's side.
yeah, so, like, if you ever wanted some help with your curly hair, I'm your girl. I got you. I've had curly hair all my life, and I had to figure it out mostly on my own, because I too am plagued with straight-haired family members.
Indeed.
I love them, but they're a bunch of colonizers.
Yeah.
I say that because I'm their only kid of color. I'm their only kid of color, and I have very little knowledge of my culture. Ergo, colonization. I know it's not my mom's fault, though. Like, she tries to introduce me to my culture anytime she can, so...
Yeah.
She's really not a colonizer. She's trying to decolonize me. Yeah. Ain't that crazy? White woman trying to decolonize her colored child.
Yeah, honestly, like... I would say, oh no, I don't have any culture, but like, I do, it's just, it's the dominant of the area, so it's like...
Exactly. It's everyone's culture. Blue jeans and t-shirts. That's everyone's culture.
Also, there's also a small town, or like Appalachian, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, true. Like how a lot of us are superstitious or raised with superstitions. Almost all of us have an uncle that's a handyman of some kind. Like, and I don't mean they do handiwork as a job. They're just good with tools. They're just very handy. Ergo, a handy man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soul Sand Valley. We gotta find a Soul Sand Valley.
The soul sand.
Oh, there's one
The
here.
sand is filled with souls.
Actually, if you look,
Tasty.
If you look at it, they did have a soul design on the sand.
Nice. Bet it would be very tasty with some lava.
Indeed.
Yum. Roasted souls.
I hope I do not fall off.
You might.
Lowercase yelling.
Ah.
I'm just gonna edit all these together and post it as short.
Just ah. That is the short.
Oh! Oh! Whee!
Whee!
Oh! Whoop! Ah!
You did it!
Ah!
And then you get more lava. Yay! Eat it. Just drink it. Drink it, smoke it, snort it, shoot it. I can't remember the rest of that song, but you know the song I'm talking about.
Yes.
That obviously AI song. Honestly, some days I ironically listen to it just because I'm like, it's so stupid, it never fails to make me smile, you know?
I get it.
My cat, so there's a skull, you know about the skull I keep in my window.
Yes.
My cat was just glaring at me because I picked up the skull. I was holding the skull, and he glared at me like, how dare you hold my skull?
Indeed. Spooky.
El spooky.
It's spooky.
Oh, did you hear that they lost the Annabelle doll?
It is.
Yeah!
Someone stole it. Ooh, free doll.
Honestly though, I have not been keeping up with the Annabelle tour just for the sake of not getting a migraine. But sometimes I'll get like a little video about it on my feed, and I'll be like, and the most recent one is that they lost Annabelle. They lost Annabelle in Texas. Yeah.
Those guys. Get away from me. Ah.
You're talking about Texas. When you say that, get away from me, Texas. The timing was perfect. You're right. But yeah, apparently they lost Annabelle in Texas. For the sake of my sanity, I haven't been keeping up with it, but yeah. And then also, apparently, Annabelle burned down a plantation.
That's fun.
Because you know that like one big plantation that was a haunted attraction?
Not exactly, no.
Okay, well, there was this plantation that was a haunted attraction, and that was Annabelle's first stop on her Haunted America tour, if I'm remembering correctly, because like I said, I haven't really been keeping up with it, but if I'm correct, this plantation was her first stop in her Haunted America tour, and while she was there, the place mysteriously burned down. Like, from what people know, they have no idea how it burned down. It just mysteriously burned down.
Yeah.
With Annabelle there. Ain't that crazy? And apparently, they're gonna be sending her to Azkaban.
That's fine.
That is a stop on her haunted tour. And I do not want Annabelle to go to Azkaban, cause like, what do you mean you're sending her to Azkaban? What if she meets Red Eye? What are we gonna do then? Because like, I know Azkaban lore, or at least I know some of it. And you know, do you know about the haunted isolation room in Azkaban?
I don't think I do.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, basically one of the isolation rooms, there wasn't a whole bunch of isolation rooms on Azkaban from what I remember, but or maybe there was a lot of them, but there's one that is infamously notorious for people dying in it. And basically, one of the last people to ever be put in that isolation chamber, because like this was around the time that this is one of the last incidents that happened before Azkaban closed, basically. And so there's a man. He gets put in this isolation chamber. And at some point, he is heard yelling and scratching at the walls, like screaming, help me, he's in here with me, he's gonna kill me. And supposedly, there's supposed to be this shadowy, tall, red-eyed figure that lives in that isolation chamber. It's supposedly someone that once died in there. Yeah.
That's fine.
But yeah, that's just like one bit of Azkaban lore. And then there's, I think it's cell block B7 that is supposed to be like just like a haunted hotspot there.
Okay.
But I might be misremembering that because I mean, I've read Azkaban lore and I like used to keep up with it, but I haven't really read it in a while because it doesn't change, you know?
Yeah, it's been close to a while.
Yeah, I would love to go to Azkaban though. They were talking about possibly reopening Azkaban to use it as a
Yeah, they probably won't do that because of the New York state laws, so against.
yeah. Also, because Azkaban is a big tourist spot and brings in the government lots of revenue. Yeah, but, oh. Well, then don't. Problem solved.
I won't die from this height.
Yippee! But yeah. Oh, you want to know what I found out? So, you know the people that locked up Annabelle, the Warner family, I think it was it the Warners? Yeah, it was the Warners. So recently I was learning about them because, you know, with the whole Haunted Annabelle tour, you know, they've been coming up a lot. And so Laura, it's either Laura or Lauren, Warren, which was the wife of the other Warren, the husband, so, well, technically both Warners, they were both like, yeah, no, we should never move the doll should be in its case forever, you know? So there's that little thing there, like, never. move that doll. But one thing that I had found out recently is that the husband, the male Warner, you know what? He had a little girl locked in his basement.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, he had a little girl locked in his basement that he sexually assaulted.
Oh. Yeah.
That was around the age of his daughter. Like, he had a daughter, and his daughter was like, I think it was a 13-year-old. It was either 11 or 13-year-old girl that he had in his basement. And his wife knew. His wife knew.
Oh.
But that's pretty messed up, ain't it? Yeah, but they're like really popular in the paranormal world, you know? And yeah, you did it. But like, from what I know, not a whole lot of people talk about how horrible of people they were, but like, they didn't even mean to get big in the paranormal world. They started out as scammers, trying to scam old people. And like, they openly admitted that in an interview once. They're like, yeah, we started out as scammers, but then we stumbled upon Annabelle, and that turned out to be real.
Yeah.
They did, from what I know, they did actively believe in cursed and haunted objects, though, because they're Catholic. They were Catholic, and Catholics, like, the Catholic Bible, whatever that thing is called, it actively talks about haunted and possessed objects, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, they actively believed in that because they were Catholic, but they were still scamming people and stuff. Yeah. But then eventually, after they got Annabelle, eventually at some point they started a whole haunted museum. I would love to go to that haunted museum, the Warner Haunted Museum, because it has some of the world's most. It supposedly has some of the world's most haunted artifacts in it. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that would just be really cool. But then, you want to know, I would also love to go meet Robert the doll. Do you know Robert the doll?
No, I do not.
Okay, so Robert the doll, I gotta rack my brain a little bit, because it has been a little while since I've read his story. But basically, so Robert the doll, he's a haunted doll, as it would imply, and he is supposed to be the second most haunted doll, right up there with Annabelle.
Yeah.
Because he, you know, he's been passed around from owner to owner for a little bit, and in most cases, if I remember correctly, he burned down the houses of his owners. Like, he burned down the houses. He has made people get sick, and, you know, he's just caused the deaths of a lot of people. But now he is, he's in a museum, and you can, you know, pretty much similar rules to with Annabelle, you know, don't look at him, don't take pictures of him, don't take pictures with him without permission, you know, Annabelle rules, except a little bit differently, because he's not actually in glass.
Yeah. Not in glass.
He's actually just, he's just out and about. From what I know, they just have him with a little dollhouse, a little wooden dollhouse, and he's just not ever supposed to be moved from that spot, you know, because it'll piss him off.
Yeah.
And he might burn down another house.
Captain?
I don't know.
There
Do
makes
you?
a guy mad. Robert.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other interesting stuff. Like, I don't know. I've read a lot of paranormal stuff. If you couldn't tell. If you didn't know me, which you do know me, I really like the paranormal.
I'm scared.
Can't really think of anything else to talk about.
Hmm.
Darn.
Let's see.
But my ideal dream would be able to take like a haunted tour of the world, you know?
Yeah.
Like just travel around everywhere and check out the haunted attractions. I would specifically love to do that.
So like the food
And
separate haunted places.
exactly, like I'll vlog the whole thing. I'll vlog the whole thing and no one will watch. I'll post it and no one will watch. No one will care.
I see the bone.
But where I would really love to do this is just like England, and like Ireland and stuff, those areas. I would just love to do it there, you know? Not because I'm super familiar with like the folklore and like the haunted tales or anything there, you know, because I'm an American. I don't know about their stuff. But I would love to do that so that I could also just like do scenic hikes and stuff in Ireland and Scotland. Specifically Ireland, because like the way they've preserved their
The way they preserve. Hello. Hey, what's up? Hello, are they?
I would just hello?
Oh, the mic cut out.
Oh,
The ghost got
Calabummer. I mean, I am pretty sure my apartment is haunted, so maybe they did. Maybe they did. They said, stop talking about them. Talk about me. Talk about when
Do you ever change this?
my house ghosts. There isn't really much to say about the ghosts in my house. Just that they're there.
Yeah.
I love my house ghosts. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love you. I love you guys. But, like, we're just vibing. We're chilling.
Yeah.
That's really all there is to it. Like, some of them have left, and then I don't know who's still here and who's not still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of.
Like, at one point, from what I knew, there was 3 main spirits in the house. One, I could not figure out much about her. What the fuck?
You good?
There was something just ran outside my window, and I was like so confused because it was just like the shadow of a person, and it was so fast that like I didn't even know what happened there. So I was like, what?
They heard you were talking shit.
They had to come around. But anyway, yeah, somebody walked past my window so fast that I was so confused for a second there. Anyway, so one, she was like a girl boss. She was just very much in touch with her divine feminine energy. She did something with animals. Like, she was really good with animals. That's all I could really gather from her. And then the second one, from what I understood and like readings and stuff that I did, she was at some point, she was married. She desperately wanted to be a mother, but she never got to be a mother because she miscarried or something. And her husband, it was either her husband or her father. It was like very black and white there. It was, and when I say that, I mean like it was very wishy-washy. I could never get a clear reading on if it was her husband or her father that did this. But it was either her father. I'm pretty sure it was her husband. From what I gathered, it was her husband. And her husband had locked her up because she was not capable of having children. And like this broke her heart that she wasn't able to have kids. Like, she desperately wanted to have kids, but she was just never able to. And she never really got to live her life because her husband, you know, had locked her up.
Yeah.
And I would talk to her a lot. I would be like, it's not your fault, homegirl. It's not your fault. I wish you could let go and stuff. And eventually, one day when I was doing a reading with her, she was like, I'm dipping. I'm leaving. And I was like, where are you going? And she did not tell me. I was like, are you moving on? Are you just leaving my house? I don't know. I don't know where she went, but she left. She left. And then the third one, it was a guy. He was a soldier. And that's really all I ever got from him, was that he was a good guy, but he had some regrets because he wasn't the world's best father. He wasn't really like overly mean to his kids, but he wasn't exactly present either.
Yeah.
And he just really regretted that. And you know, whenever I would do readings with him, I always knew it was him because I would get a knight. Like, I would get a knight card. It would be like the Ace of the Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, or the Knight of Cups, but it was almost always a knight that I would pull for him. And that's just how I knew I was talking to him. I don't really do a whole bunch of readings very often. And honestly, I don't know if he's still around, but he's a pretty chill dude. He was a pretty chill dude, and he was just, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
And then those were my 3 main house ghosts. And then I, at one point, had one in the kitchen that would communicate with me through a nightlight. Ooh, Calabummer.
Okay,
Well, no, you're not dead. I see you very much alive.
Wait a second.
Right there. You're like, just give me a second and I will be.
Yeah.
But anyway, so then there was one in the kitchen that I dubbed Kitchen Bro. I just, I call him Kitchen Bro. And he's he's not a super frequent flyer, as in like he comes and goes. He's not always around, but sometimes he is around.
Yeah.
And typically whenever he is around, we have tea and cookies together. I'm like, you want some tea and cookies? Okay. He just constantly wants my food that I'm cooking. He's like, hey, like the way I know that he wants something is the way it'll like flicker. And I'm like, oh, you want some of this? And then it'll flicker again. Like, yes, bitch, give me the food. And I'm like, okay, this bite is for you. You can have this. But he's just a foodie. He's a foodie in my kitchen, so I call him Kitchen Bro.
Mm.
And then I also have a haunted Christmas tree. I don't really know how that happened. But the Christmas tree, everyone in the family just single-handedly agreed that it was haunted. Because we were like, you know what I mean? We were just... And so I have a rainbow Christmas tree that we're all pretty sure is haunted. And that entity, he had a habit of throwing stuff. He did have a habit of throwing stuff, and he was not chill. He wasn't angry per se, but he wasn't exactly vibing either. So often the thing that I would have to be like with him is I would be like, excuse me, sir, we do not throw things in this house. We do not throw things. And if you continue to throw things, I am going to have to evict you. Are you going to make me cleanse the house? Are you going to make me do that? Because I will. I'll kick you out real quick. No, I mean, the thing with cleansing is it'd be like, okay, you can stay, you get the fuck out.
Eviction
yeah, you get your eviction notice. It's official right now. Get out.
Yeah.
And eventually he did end up shaping up, and he stopped. He stopped throwing stuff. He chilled out. But he really only comes he only comes around Christmas because, like I said, he has attached himself to my tree. He's attached himself to this Christmas tree. And the Christmas tree, it stays in storage until it's Christmas, then we pull it back out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and the reason he was really throwing stuff is he would be like, the fuck you mean you're getting rid of me? He would specifically throw stuff when we talked about getting rid of, like, moving the Christmas tree out of the house. He did not like that.
Yeah.
He did not want to leave. He said, I like it here. I like it here. He threw a little toddler tantrum, basically. Because other than that, he was completely chill. Just we talked about removing the tree from the house, and he was like, no. You're not getting rid of me that easy. But then also I have my haunted dolls. I have my haunted babies. There's one doll that, she's the newest edition, and when I say the newest edition, I mean, I've had her for the least amount of time compared to everyone else. But basically, when I first got her, it wasn't like when I first got her, but, you know, I had her right next to my bed because I didn't really have anywhere else to put her at the time, and, you know, I would talk to her, I'd get to know her and stuff, and one night, I have a dream, and in this dream, she's like, hey, one of the other spirits, she's not happy with you. She's not happy right now, and if you do not fix this situation, she is going to harm you in some form of way. You need to fix this. And so, basically, she warned me, and I was like, girl, you're a real one. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. And I did fix the situation, and nothing ever really happened because, you know, I fixed the situation. I understood the assignment. She was like, hey, if you don't deal with this situation, your ass is gonna get got. So I dealt with the situation.
Yeah.
But that's one. She doesn't have a name, but that's one. Then we have Desdemona, which I don't know if she's actually haunted, but when I bought her and I was trying to figure out what to name her, I would look in her eyes, and her eyes just look sad. Her eyes look very sad. And so I looked up different names that mean sad, and I really liked the name Desdemona. It's Spanish, and I'm probably mispronouncing it because, you know.
I mean, in Spanish, mostly vowels are soft. So like, you pronounce a soft version of vowels. You pronounce it water. You do not say H's. J is pronounced as pa. So like,
yeah.
So if something is spelled with a J, pronounce it as an H instead. Do not say an H.
Yeah.
Because H's don't make sounds. ES always makes sounds. Z makes an S sound. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, but off the top of my head, I don't remember how it's spelled, but, like, the American pronunciation of it would be Desdemona, you know? So that's just what I've always called her. But she just, when I really looked into her, like, I looked into her eyes, and I looked into her doll soul, she seemed really, really sad. And so, that's what I named her. I was like, that's the name that fits you most. So that's what I named her. And then
I made a scene in the kitchen, bro, and it just gave me a big desert.
But anyway, and so then I have my OG haunted doll that my grandma gave me. Her name is Samantha. She looks just like me, but a little bit darker, and she's in a wedding dress. Homegirl is in a wedding dress.
Is that a camel?
I don't know, maybe.
That's a camel.
Oh, yay, you found a camel. But anyway, she is, I don't entirely know how to describe her as an entity, because she's not overly aggressive, but she isn't exactly positive either, you know what I mean? She's not bad, but she's not good either. Like, the one doll that was warning me about another doll, she was warning me about Samantha. She was like, hey, Samantha is not happy with you. You need to fix this.
Still Samantha's not behavior.
But so, because I had a lot of my dolls in the closet at that time. And Samantha didn't like being in the closet for that long. She wanted out of the closet, so I was like, okay, easy fix. I'll get her out of the closet. Yeah, I was doing her bad by pride. She said, I'm a homosexual and I'm proud. I'm sorry, Samantha. Don't be mad at that joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't make any gay jokes towards you. I'm sorry. Yeah, but she's, like I said, she's not overly aggressive, but if I do upset her, she absolutely, it's a genuine worry that she'll get my ass. It's a genuine concern with that girl. She stands on business, I guess. She stands on business. And the way I know she's haunted is because one time I was celebrating Halloween with a friend and I had brought Samantha, so she could have a night on the town. I brought her so she could have a night on the town and I could have a good prop for my Halloween costume. And so basically what had happened was, I can't remember why, but I put down Samantha for a second and I walked away and she wasn't in my sight for a bit. And then when I come back, Samantha, I can't find Samantha. My friend had, as a joke, hid her from me. And that did upset me a little bit. And my friend did apologize. She was like, they were like, I'm sorry, I didn't really see the harm in it. Like, I got over it pretty quickly. But Samantha? She did not. And she, like, I felt her upset energy, you know what I mean? Like, I was over it, but Samantha was not over it. Homegirl was not over it. She did, in the end up getting over it after my friend did some groveling. Actively was like, I'm so sorry, Samantha. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. But genuinely, it was an experience. And so that's what really, just without a doubt, makes me believe that Samantha is absolutely haunted with something. And then, like, another more smaller instance, when I first got her, I was not, like, when I first got her, I was like, oh, she's so pretty, thank you, Grandma, I love her. Because I'd never been, like, overly interested in porcelain dolls, but I didn't want to be rude, to my grandma, so I said thank you. But at one point, I really looked into her eyes. Like, I hard looked into those eyes. Like, I kept looking into them. And just the evil I felt from those eyes, it scared me. It scared me. And for the longest of times, I was genuinely scared of Samantha. And I would not keep her in my room. So I would just keep her in the dining room, because this is when I was living in my old house, which was a big brown house. So it had like 2 stories and we had rooms. So I kept her downstairs in the dining room and I avoided her as much as possible. Like, that's genuinely how much I was scared of this doll. I was scared of her. I was scared of Samantha. I can't remember how I got over it, but I got over it eventually. And I started, like, keeping her in my room and stuff. But when I tell you whatever is attached to Samantha, it's not all honky-dory. But it's not like just as long as I don't upset her, we're okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're homies until she decides otherwise, basically. Oh my gosh, have I ever told you about my sleep talking phase?
Kind of?
I don't know if I've ever told you about this. So, there was this certain amount of time, like, where, there was several different instances where I freaked out my family because this is one specific instance in my sleep. So I'm asleep, but I am sitting up straight. And my mom walks in the room to tell me something. I turn my head and I look right at her, like my eyes open, and I look at her. And the way I looked at her like she just interrupted a very important meeting. And then after a little bit of looking at her, I lay back down. That was one instance. And then there's just like a few other instances like that where I'm sitting up and they'll walk in. Like, I'm sitting up and I'm talking in my sleep to seemingly nothing. And then they walk in, and then I'm like, and I would look at them like they just interrupted something very important. And then I would lay back down.
Excuse me,
No.
Adam. I was in the middle of a business meeting. How dare you?
But no, the freaky part is one day when Ryder gets up to go to the bathroom at some point in the night, and they walk by my room and they hear me talking. And they thought they heard a voice respond. And this voice couldn't have even been mistaken for mine. Like, it was a deep male voice. And she, you know, like Ryder, they're like, I swear, I pretty sure I heard something respond.
Let's go. Let's see.
And but now eventually all of this did stop. Eventually it stopped. And it stopped when I stopped seeing this entity in my room, because for the longest time I kind of saw it as a joke, because I was like, it's probably just the shadow from something in my room, you know? Like the TV casting a light on the wall that makes it look like a person. But anytime I saw this specific shadow, I'd be like, hey shadow man, how you doing, you know? And I would talk to it. I would. And I would, but he doesn't come around anymore. And the day he stopped coming around, I stopped doing all that weird stuff in my sleep, like sitting up in my sleep and talking in my sleep. I stopped that stuff. Like, I still talk in my sleep and everything, but I stopped having conversations with nothing in my sleep. Yeah, and apparently I was talking about world domination with him. Apparently I was. I don't know why we were talking like that. But apparently, at one point, they overheard me talking about world domination just in my sleep to the air. I was apparently trying to take over the world while I was asleep.
Very dear.
It's not my fault. You're not on my level.
I was planning on doing that.
Well, I beat you to it, apparently. But no, to this day, I think about that sometimes, and I wonder, what the fuck was I even talking about with him?
Domination.
That's my main thing. I just want to know. Also, I want to know, why did he stop coming around? Why?
The plan.
What did I do? Why did he stop coming around? Was it me? Did he just...
a very salty fallout.
It is a very salty fallout because he's gone and I don't know where he went. I'm a little offended. Like, I would leave my closet door open for him. Because the way I had derived it in my head was that he comes out of my closet. So I would leave my closet door open for him every single night. I closed my closet door like one time when my little sister came over to stay the night, and I was telling her about it. I was telling her about how, sometimes I'm pretty sure things come out of my closet. Like, I was saying it like in a very comedic, like, but also like definitely like, yeah, I'm pretty sure something comes out of my closet at night sometimes. And she did not like that. And she refused to sleep in my room unless I shut my closet door. So I shut my closet door. And that's really when he first stopped coming around. Did I offend him? Like, Shadow Man, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I didn't want to close the closet door. My little sister made me. I'm sorry. Come back. Come back. We were besties. We were besties before you left, man. The breakup, it hurts my heart.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Exactly. That's my top. That's in my top 10 anime betrayals next to my father leaving. And I can't think of another. That's my second. My father leaving. It's just top 2 for me.
I think I should make my home first jungle.
Aw, cute. Make your own jungle. I'm trying to think of other weird stuff that has happened in my house.
Wasn't there at one time that Bubba voted for Trump?
That Bubba what?
Voted for Trump.
Oh, that's only theoretical. We have nothing proven on that, and I'm not gonna degrade my cat by entertaining such rumors. I can neither confirm nor deny it at this time. So I must ask you to not speak on the matter anymore. But there was one time that something kept throwing our laundry detergent. It just kept throwing our laundry detergent, and we got pretty mad about it, because laundry detergent is expensive, and we were like, stop wasting the laundry detergent.
Was it
stop
liquid,
it.
Powder?
Liquid. It's liquid detergent. That's why we were mad. And so, whenever anything like overly weird happens too many times in a row, my family will be like, Phoenix, come get your ghost friends. They're messing with the house again. And in that case, I got out of bed and I was like, stop throwing the laundry detergent. It's expensive. Stop it. Not too long after that, it stopped falling. I don't know. Either I gave a stern talking to a ghost, or I gave a stern talking to that laundry detergent and it grew sentience and stopped falling. Either way, our laundry detergent has not been thrown since. But yeah, whenever the spirits in my house get a little too unruly and like stop and continue to inconvenience my life to a certain degree, I just threaten to cleanse the house and magically it stops. But if it doesn't, you know what I do? I cleanse the house. Clearly it set an example. Naughty ghosts get kicked out. Get out of my house. You threw the laundry detergent. Get out of my house. You threw the laundry detergent too many times. You've got your eviction notice.
Alright, campers. We voted all the ghosts for throwing the laundry detergent.
All right, campers. He has been booted off the island for throwing the detergent.
We do not have the budget to replace the detergent.
Yep. We don't have the budget to continue replacing the detergent, so you gotta go home. Get out of here!
You've been
Unruly behavior.
Failure to accuracy behavior. Quest.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay, for a second there your audio was gone and I was like, did Bestie die?
No.
Did Bestie get laundry detergent chucked at their head a little too hard? Did the ghost come to spite you? Said, nah, you can't be making jokes like that. He got a little mad. He got a little mad at you. Cut out your audio.
Indeed. How dare.
I think how dare us, really. But nah, I love my ghosts. I love my house ghosts, even if it is just like explainable things. It's still like funny to joke about. I love my house ghosts if they are real. I love you guys. If you are real, if you aren't real, I guess I love the air.
Yeah. You want to like clip some of the audio and upload it just as regular like YouTube videos? One is this titled Phoenix's laundry ghost.
I mean, yeah. Right now I'm just fighting with my cat because he started batting at my hand, and so I have a little doll key in my hand because I collect Monster High dolls, and I've been playing with one of the keys, one of the bigger keys with a nice big handle to it, and so I hit him. Every time he tried to hit my hand, I blocked it with the key. It was a shield maiden moment.
I'm collecting dirt. I'm gonna make a little I'm gonna make my base in the desert.
Nice.
Wanna join? I think Witch Hunter is probably asleep.
I don't know. You really never know with him. Ryder got a job recently.
Where do you get a job?
Dollar Tree. But because they got a job, I've been like babysitting a lot more recently, you know?
Yeah.
I do not appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I live. 'Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Over and over again. Don't make me change my mind. I don't know why, but that kind of just popped in my head right there.
Yeah.
Am I truly becoming an emo? No. I refuse. And then I just hear one of your siblings go, "Duh!" in the background.
Yeah, I was back up.
Oh. Oh, speaking of Becca and stuff, I was gonna say, do you think we should like start planning a day for you to just pop over and get all the stuff I have for you?
Yeah, that would be sounds good.
Yeah. Like, you could come over and hang out for a while, and then you just take all your shit with you.
Yeah.
You get to take a sewing machine.
Sewing machine. Oh, it's a bad one. As opposed to...
Yeah.
Dorito flavor.
Dorito flavored sand. Tasty. I would eat that. I don't even like Doritos, actually. I would not eat that. It's like, wait, I don't like Doritos. Eat that.
I mean, limited edition.
Ooh, well, if it's limited edition, I don't know. I am but a consumer. The limited edition label be getting me every time. I don't know why, but in the back of my head, just right now, I have Shorty got them apple bottom jeans boots with the fur. Yeah, just that song is playing in the back of my cranium right now, and I don't know why. It's just chilling out back there.
I'm going back into the desert.
My apartment recently opened the pool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we recently got our pool open. So maybe you and your siblings can come over and, you know, just hang out for a little bit and swim. Maybe. Because we don't have a limit on guests or anything like we did last year, because we got new management this year. And this management, she's actually really nice. I'm officially allowed to go to the pool by myself. Last year, I technically wasn't supposed to, because last year you had to be 18 plus to go unattended. Especially if you were gonna bring a kid with you. But this year, as long as you're above the age of 14, you can go by yourself. So I can go to the pool by myself because I'm above the age of 14. Yeah.
Cut out a little bit.
But yeah, it said no celebrations here. But yeah, it probably wouldn't be very fun for you, but it would be it would be fun for them if they could come over and hang out. And it would be like easier for your mom that way, so she wouldn't have to like go find something to do or leave and come back later, you know, because she could hang out by the pool as well. But that's really only if you want that to happen.
I don't know, I don't really like the idea. I'm happy to come over though.
Yeah. Tasty. You ever just eat hay?
One time Becca had got a handful of oats and
Ugh, I don't like oats.
yeah, they were not thinking.
Great idea. Force feed all enemies oats. Oh, that makes me think of that one animation with the two pigs. Brother, may I have some oats? No, the humans have thrown it to me, or whatever. That's what it makes me think of.
Oh.
People need to stop walking outside my window. You need to stop. Stop. Just, people keep walking outside my window, and I just... It's not annoying me per se, but every time it's just like a shadow walks past my window, and I'm like... It's just a little annoying. Gonna close my curtains. Solution. I closed my curtains. Which pisses off my cat, but who cares? Yeah, because he's like in the window right now, so I literally just closed the curtains on him.
Oh, very cute.
Yeah, I mean, like, he can still be in the window because I don't close the blinds. I just close the curtain. But it still pisses him off. Because how dare I make final decision in my own room? How dare I do that?
Yeah, he's the monarch.
Yeah, silly me. How could I forget? He is the monarch. He is the true boss.
Boss.
I probably shouldn't joke like that. It might go to his head. And his head's already big enough. Bigger than his butt. I'm sorry, Bubba. I'll stop being mean.
I won't.
He's sensitive about the size of his butt.
Fair.
Yeah. I'm a little sensitive about the size of mine too. Which, like, I have a nice ass. I'm just sensitive about it. Don't look. Is all I can say. That's not allowed.
Alright, campus.
I mean, alright, campus. You have been exiled for looking at her butt. Like, oh my god, look at her butt. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in without anybody wasting a brown thing in your face, you get sprung. That's all I know for that song off the top of my head. Tasty. Eat it.
What do you have this bread?
Nah, not as tasty as sand, but okay. Yeah. Yeah, cause like when I shove someone's face in the sand and then stomp on their head to make them eat it, I'm just doing them a favor. I'm not assaulting them. Tasty sand. Tasty sand. That's all.
Yeah.
It's the same concept when I do it with concrete. Concrete. Fuck yeah. Concrete. You know that audio. Oh, you don't know it? It's just someone talking about concrete. Yeah, fuck yeah, concrete. Just talking about, they're excited about concrete. Concrete. Tasty. Tasty concrete. I make all my enemies eat it with a single boot. The boots with the fur. With the fur, the whole club in her. She hit the floor. Shorty got low, 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 low. Quote the Raven, slay, is what you, exactly what you said. Apple bottom jeans, quote the Raven, slay. I can get behind that. I can get behind that though. Quote the Raven, 'tis time to slay.
I could get all the sand.
And eat it. Or shovel it down the enemy's throat.
I think it would be funny to try play fast.
Yes. And then you just make a big sand cube.
Probably be as inefficient as these scissors.
Ah, yes. Just waste all your time.
Water.
Yeah.
Cats.
Just in the background of my TV, it says, "That's where the temple must be."
The temple.
The temple. Oh my gosh, no. Get out of my head, because that's exactly where my head went. The magical leaf on the magical wheel, Pierre. It'll show us the way, Charlie. Or we've got llama with hats. Carl! Why is there a dead human in my house? Oh, what? How did that get here? I didn't do that. Well, Carl, tell me exactly what you were doing before I got home. Well, I was reading a book, and this guy, he walked in, so I stabbed him.
Carl,
I think it was 20. I think it was 27 times in the chest, and then Carl, that kills people. Oh, I did not know that. Where is hands, Carl? Oh, I ate them. I could incorrectly quote that for quite a while, because I've seen it like enough times to incorrectly quote it, you know what I mean? What I really wish is that meat dragon got more screen time, you know what I mean? Like, I want... Yes, but like, I really just want to see that meat dragon in full glory.
That sounds like
I want to see the It's not. I just want to... I was about to say, I just want to see Carl's meat dragon, but that just...
Interesting.
It's a dragon. It's a dragon made of orphan meat. I want to see that orphan meat dragon.
Batman. Batman's like...
Batman, I promise I didn't take your kids to make the dragon. I promise. No, don't beat me up. I didn't take your kids. I took the orphans. Your future children.
Nah. Batman's dragon.
I mean, with the rate his Robins die, maybe. Just something about Batman, he grinds my gears the wrong way, but also... like, I like Batman as a superhero, but also, he's a terrible father. Do you know how many times he's put his hands on his kids? Like, so many times. Batman needs to stop beating up his kids.
Oh, that's why. Why did Sully start crawling?
You started crawling because you didn't want to get beat up by Batman, obviously.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground now! Batman, when did you become a cop? Anyways. And then, like, in one comic, I don't know if this was like if this made it to any series, but like there's that one moment where Bruce literally concocted a fear serum that would just make Jason have panic attacks, so he could kind of keep him trapped and keep him from going out and being Red Hood. That's pretty messed up. Like, I know, yes, Jason was completely swallowed by his own rage, going out and decapitating people. But you also, dude, that's your kid. Like, that's your kid. Why are you doing that to your own kid? He's already traumatized enough. You did not need to do that to him. Like, stop traumatizing your kids, Batman. Stop it. Stop it. Have you ever heard of a hug? Have you ever heard of maybe holding them while they cry their rage out instead? I don't know. Batman says you don't get hugs until you die. Because he does have a habit of hugging the bodies of his dead children.
One thing about that one meme was like, this is when my parents are Donatello. Like, huh, so I put something.
Oh, yeah. But, no, Batman, I understand to a certain point why he had to do certain things, but also, man, does it piss me off. Stop abusing your kids like that. I don't care that they're adults when you're doing it. It's still really shitty, you know? And then don't even get me started on Superman as a father. He's a really bad dad. Not in every reality is Superman a bad dad, but specifically, Superman with his clone. Because you know how Superman has a clone.
Yeah.
Oh, his child that is a clone made with his DNA and the DNA of Lex Luthor.
Oh, yeah.
That clone. He
That's
treats
wild.
him he treats him so shitty. Like, it just pisses me off. Because, like, dude, he's so angry because you're not giving him any attention. He's so angry because everyone keeps comparing him to you and you don't even love him. Like, that's why he's angry. That's why he has his anger issues, Superman.
He has some daddy.
Mr. Clark Kent. He has daddy issues, Mr. Clark Kent.
Clark Kent.
And so that's just Clark really bad dad Kent. That's a really long middle name he gets. But anyway, but it's Connor Kent. And then at some point Superman does give him a Kryptonian name. But the Kryptonian name that he gives him, it's Connell, which specifically to his family. Right now, I'm not super. I can't remember what Superman's family name is right now, but specifically to his family tree, it means to be like a disgrace.
That's fun.
He named his son a disgrace. Just the way that just grinds my gears. I know it technically doesn't matter because it's all fictional, but just the way it annoys me, you know? Like, why can't superheroes be good dads? Okay, I'll give Flash credit. Flash, from what I know, he's actually a really good dad. Flash is a good dad. Flash is my favorite superhero when it comes to the Justice League. Next to Wonder Woman. It goes Wonder Woman, then the Flash. Yeah. Okay. Not really. I'd have to get out my computer.